Queen Mary always saw the future in Elizabeth, showering her with priceless royal gifts. But what about Margaret, the bright and independent younger sister? Their relationship was not particularly close, and many believed that Mary paid her less attention. However, hidden among Margaret's royal treasures are gifts that tell a very different story. What secrets do the jewels her strict grandmother selected just for her hold? Let us examine these precious pieces and attempt to unravel this intricate web of gems and complex emotions, shedding light on the relationship between Queen Mary and Princess Margaret. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Queen Mary, renowned for her strict adherence to royal tradition, played a significant role in the lives of her granddaughters, Princesses Elizabeth and Margaret. Her relationship with them was both nurturing and demanding. While not a demonstratively affectionate grandmother in the conventional sense, Mary was actively involved in their upbringing, instilling in them the sense of duty and discipline she considered fundamental to royal life. She took them on excursions throughout London, visiting art galleries and museums. However, her relationship with Margaret, whose vibrant and independent personality often clashed with her grandmother's rigid protocols, was more complex. Margaret herself once confessed, "I couldn't stand Queen Mary. She was icy cold towards everyone except Lilibet, because Lilibet was going to be queen." This quote, taken from her biography by Christopher Warwick, highlights Margaret's perception of the distance between herself and her grandmother. Margaret believed that Mary focused more attention on Elizabeth because she saw in her the future of the monarchy. But were their relations truly so fraught? Perhaps it is more accurate to describe them as complicated. Margaret, with her love of freedom and independence, may have felt constrained by the framework her grandmother established. Mary, a woman of unwavering principles, believed it was her duty to raise her granddaughters with a strong sense of royal discipline and obligation. This is not to say she did not care for Margaret. While their relationship may not have been overtly warm, Queen Mary still found ways to express her affection, particularly through carefully chosen gifts. In a previous video, we explored the magnificent jewels Mary bestowed upon Elizabeth, true emblems of royal grandeur. But what of Margaret? Did she leave her younger granddaughter without any tokens of remembrance? Certainly not. Mary presented Margaret with several significant pieces of jewelry, which became an important part of her life and legacy. Here, I think it's important to remind you that Queen Mary, unfortunately, did not live to see Princess Margaret's wedding. Recalling the magnificent wedding gifts that Elizabeth received from her grandmother, it's hard not to wonder, what would Mary have gifted Margaret on her wedding day? Let us now take a look at the jewelry that Queen Mary managed to give to her granddaughter, Princess Margaret. One of the most significant pieces of jewelry passed down to Princess Margaret from Queen Mary was the diamond riviere. This stunning necklace, a true symbol of the princess's elegance, carries a rich history deeply rooted in the friendship between Queen Mary and Lady Mount Stephen. Originally, the necklace belonged to Lady Jean Tufnell, who later became the second Lady Mount Stephen after her marriage to the Canadian entrepreneur and philanthropist Baron Mount Stephen. Lady Mount Stephen was not only the wife of one of the wealthiest men of her time, but also a close friend of Queen Mary. In 1933, shortly before her death, Lady Mount Stephen bequeathed a substantial part of her jewelry collection to Queen Mary, including 2 diamond necklaces, one of which became the iconic Lady Mount Stephen necklace. This particular piece was crafted around 1900 and features a riviere of 34 large old-cut diamonds, each expertly set in silver and gold. It is believed that the 7 largest diamonds in the necklace range from 4 to 7 carats. The necklace perfectly embodies the luxury and refinement that Queen Mary so deeply appreciated in fine jewelry. After Lady Mount Stephen's passing, the necklace became part of the royal collection, and Queen Mary wore it for many years. She especially loved to layer it with other diamond pieces to create an opulent, multi-tiered look. In one iconic photograph, Queen Mary can be seen wearing the Lady Mount Stephen necklace as part of an impressive collection of 7 diamond necklaces. This photograph was taken during the coronation of her son, King George VI, in May 1937, with a young Princess Margaret standing by her side. Eventually, the necklace was passed down to Princess Margaret. The exact timing of this gift remains uncertain. Perhaps it was given to mark a significant event in Margaret's life, but it is clear that this necklace became one of her most cherished and frequently worn pieces, particularly for formal occasions and grand events. The Lady Mount Stephen necklace highlighted her royal elegance and distinctive style, which she maintained throughout her life. Margaret often paired the necklace with other jewelry, sometimes wearing it alongside another diamond necklace to add extra sparkle to her gala ensembles. In fact, these two necklaces are so similar in appearance that they are easily confused. The second necklace is slightly shorter than the Lady Mount Stephen necklace. The diamond necklace gifted by Queen Mary was also spotted on Princess Margaret during her sister's coronation and on her own wedding day in 1960, where she paired it with the Poltimore tiara. After Princess Margaret's passing in 2002, her children decided to auction off part of her jewelry collection, including the Lady Mount Stephen necklace. At the 2006 auction, the necklace fetched an impressive sum, making it the most expensive piece of jewelry in the sale, even surpassing the renowned Poltimore tiara. When Princess Margaret was still a young girl, her confirmation in 1946 marked a significant milestone: her official entry into adulthood and her commitment to the Church of England. For such an important occasion, her strict and demanding grandmother, Queen Mary, chose a very special gift, a small treasure adorned with precious stones. The brooch, created around 1925, was set with sapphires and diamonds, perfectly fitting the Art Deco style that was at the height of fashion during that time. But this was not just any piece of jewelry that would appeal to a teenager. Queen Mary, a woman deeply committed to tradition and restraint, selected this gift with symbolic intent. The sapphires, representing wisdom and loyalty, conveyed the grandmother's heartfelt wishes to her granddaughter. For Margaret, this gift was both a gesture of love and a reminder of the royal duties that awaited her in the future. The brooch symbolized Queen Mary's care, expressed through her characteristic reserved style. The Queen even included a note with the brooch, offering her blessings to Margaret on this important occasion. The note read, "For darling Margaret on her confirmation day from her loving Granny Mary, God bless you." For Queen Mary, this was a demonstration of affection in a form she was comfortable with, through royal heirlooms and traditions. Interestingly, despite the brooch's exquisite design, Margaret did not wear it often. It seems there are no known photographs of her wearing the piece. Perhaps the Art Deco style did not fully align with her personal tastes. Margaret was known for preferring more romantic and expressive jewelry. After Princess Margaret's passing, when her jewelry collection was auctioned in 2006, the sapphire brooch attracted particular attention. 11 years after this landmark auction, the brooch reappeared at auction in 2017, sold by the Essex-based firm Bonington's alongside several other items from Margaret's collection. In June of the previous year, the brooch went up for auction once again at Noonan's Mayfair in their jewelry auction and was sold for £11,000. When Princess Margaret turned 18, she received a truly remarkable gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary, a breathtaking 5-strand pearl necklace. This elegant piece became an integral part of Margaret's life, enhancing her signature style for decades to come. Created during the vibrant Art Deco period of the 1920s, the necklace embodied the height of sophistication and fashion. It featured 5 perfectly graduated rows of pearls, each meticulously selected for its size and luster. Margaret quickly fell in love with the necklace. She wore it on many formal occasions, including her sittings for birthday portraits taken by Baron and Cecil Beaton for her 19th, 20th, and 21st birthdays. Thus, the 5-row pearl and diamond necklace became a signature piece, closely identified and associated with the princess. In this photo, Princess Margaret wears the gifted pearl necklace along with a diamond bandeau borrowed from her grandmother, Queen Mary. Interestingly, she only wore this bandeau once. Over the years, Margaret continued to wear the pearl necklace with great pride. With each new photograph, the necklace became increasingly associated with Margaret's image, elegant, refined, and captivating. It is a pity that this remarkable pearl necklace was also eventually sold at auction, marking the end of its journey with the royal family. Princess Margaret's collection also included other pieces of jewelry that may have been gifted by Queen Mary, though there is no definitive confirmation. Most likely, these treasures were passed down as part of her inheritance. Nevertheless, they remain important pieces worth showcasing. One such piece is an antique pink topaz and diamond brooch. Created around 1860, the brooch features an oval pink topaz framed by delicate diamonds, forming an exquisite border around the central gemstone. The piece has a traditional design, which aligns with Queen Mary's known preference for classic jewelry. This brooch was acquired by Queen Mary in 1901, and though its exact path into Princess Margaret's collection is unclear. Another notable item inherited by Princess Margaret from Queen Mary was a pair of Art Deco diamond clips. Acquired by Queen Mary in the 1930s, these clips became part of her extensive jewelry collection. She often wore them to complement her outfits at official events. The clips feature the clean geometric lines, characteristic of the Art Deco style, combining the brilliance of diamonds with simple elegance, making them a versatile accessory for a variety of occasions. Princess Margaret frequently wore these diamond clips in the 1950s at various official events, including Trooping the Color in 1957 and a royal tour of the Caribbean in 1955. However, the clips later disappeared from public view for an extended period. In 1993, Princess Margaret chose to pass these diamond clips on as a wedding gift to her daughter-in-law, Serena Stanhope, upon her marriage to Margaret's son, David Viscount Linley. From that point on, the clips became part of the Viscount and Viscountess Linley's collection, continuing to appear at important events such as the christening of their son in 1999 and the wedding of Peter Phillips and Autumn Kelly in 2008. Beyond her magnificent jewelry, Queen Mary also gifted Princess Margaret other generous presents. When part of Margaret's collection was auctioned at Christie's in 2006, following her death in 2002, the world had the opportunity to see these extraordinary items, and I hope you too will enjoy taking a closer look at them. One of these remarkable gifts was a lace fan made of the finest white Honiton lace. This fan was commissioned by Queen Mary in 1904 for the St. Louis World's Fair, giving it a special historical significance. Decades later, in 1939, she passed it on to Princess Margaret. This fan accompanied Margaret during several royal performances alongside her sister, Elizabeth, during World War II, helping to boost the morale of the British nation during those challenging times. Another significant gift from Queen Mary to her granddaughter was a magnificent silver gilt dressing table set, crafted in the Victorian style. This set, adorned with intricate engravings, included various items such as a coffee pot, cream jug, sugar bowl, and several glass jars with silver lids. The pieces were decorated with delicate leaf and floral motifs and featured the princess's coronet with the initial M added later. It held a central place on Margaret's dressing table and was often used in her personal life. This unique gift also found its buyer at the 2006 Christie's auction. A particularly special gift from Queen Mary was a Fabergé clock. Renowned for its exceptional craftsmanship and design, this clock, adorned with translucent lilac enamel, became a true gem in Princess Margaret's collection. Fabergé, a legendary master of jewelry, was celebrated for his miniature creations that combined art with intricate mechanics, and this clock was no exception. Queen Mary, with her refined taste and passion for collecting art, gifted this clock to her granddaughter, and it became a part of Margaret's private possessions. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to explore these remarkable gifts from Queen Mary to Princess Margaret. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did any of these pieces surprise you? Do you think they reveal a different side of their relationship? Please share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and share it with others who might appreciate this glimpse into royal history. Your support means the world to me. Thank you.